And now, this month in gaming history.
You keep trying. I
think
like
it's
you're
working.
trying.
No, I think it's working. I think it's coming along.
March 21st, 1969, Japanese industrialist Kayamasa Kazuke founds a little company called Konami.
Konami officially incorporates on March 19th, 1973, just shy of 4 years later, and begins manufacturing arcade machines.
Prior to Konami, Kazuki-san ran a jukebox rental and repair business in Osaka, which would transition over to amusement machines in 1978 and open up exporting to the US the following year.
Success came in 1981 with arcade titles such as Frogger and Super Cobra.
In 1982, Konami established a foothold in the US market and began focusing more on the emerging video game market and working their way into home consoles.
The company began publishing on the Atari 2600 and the MSX home computer in 1982 and 83, but the real shift came about in 1985.
Konami began establishing their well-known and loved series around this time, thanks in part to the Nintendo Entertainment System.
We saw the birth of Gradius, Twin Bee, Castlevania, Contra, and Metal Gear.
Their support ramped up to the 16-bit in 1990 with the development for the Super Nintendo, followed by the Sega Genesis in 1992.
1994 saw the launch of the Sega Saturn and the Sony PlayStation, and with it, Konami began branching out, establishing subsidiaries that would go on to create new IPs, such as Silent Hill, and revive previous ones, such as Metal Gear.
1997 brought about the rhythm game craze, and Konami started publishing arcade hits like Dance Dance Revolution in 1998.
Konami began work on 6th generation consoles in 2000 and invested in another developer you might have heard of, Hudson Soft.
2003 saw the change of their logo into what we recognize today.
The absorption of Hudson Soft in 2012 gave them control of classic series such as Bomberman and Bloody Roar.
Konami dissolved one of their most well-known subsidiaries, Kojima Productions, in 2015, which led to their delisting from the New York Stock Exchange.
Their newly appointed CEO, Hideki Hayakawa, announced that they would shift their focus to mobile gaming for the time being.
Konami announced in 2017 that they would be reviving some of their well-known titles as a result of how successful games like Super Bomberman R were on the Nintendo Switch.
That gives us hope that we might one day see some movement on classic series such as Castlevania and Contra in the future. And that's this month in gaming history.
It's getting better, but I don't know.